In that same event, Trump advisor Elon Musk raised eyebrows for a gesture some are comparing to a Nazi salute.
Nazi salute.
Nazi salute.
Nazi salute.
A Nazi salute.
Dude, what happened to the fucking Twitter guy? I don't watch the news. That guy has lost his fucking mind. That dude has lost his fucking mind. I also don't understand neo-Nazi people. I don't understand how they're in this country going, support the troops, America, love it or leave it, and all of this type of shit. And it's like, all those guys who died on D-Day, they were fighting Hitler. Like, I've lived so long. Like, everything just sort of changes after a while. It's like, wait a minute, are people trying to say he was a good guy now? The fucking level of ignorance out there. And what is that fucking Twitter guy? He literally sieged Heil. He didn't just Heil. You can accidentally Heil. Hey! Oh, so, I didn't mean like that. But when you add the sieg, you meant it. Good Lord. It is just so funny to me how when I was growing up, all of these fucking women that hated men, they were always focusing on the athletes and they never paid attention to the nerds. And now look at it. You were paid attention to the wrong fucking people. I don't know what their deal was. They were upset because you were a good-looking guy and you could fucking score a touchdown. These nerds just silently resenting beautiful women, resenting, the fucking good-looking guy, the Burt Reynolds guy out there with the T-tops crushing it. Silently resenting. And now we are in the true revenge of the nerds era. And look at that guy. With his Turkish hair plugs and his laminated face, and now he's out here sieg heiling. I mean, that guy is off his fucking rocker. I can't believe he's still in, whatever position he just got. How the fuck do you keep that guy in that position? It's like, wait a minute, this guy is he rooting for the other side? He's on the Axis side? All of these movies along the fucking way, The Greatest Generation, D-Day, all of those lives that were sacrificed so that people could live free. And this fucking nerd, because he couldn't get any pussy in high school, is now identifying with Hitler. Oh, my God. This is where liberalism is bad. Because, and why extreme conservatism works over liberalism is because liberals at heart are non-confrontational. And this is like some shit that needs to be stomped out immediately. That people are going to fucking try to lead us back in that direction. I mean, what are we doing? This is the United States. We're united, not divided. And are we really going to fuck this up? Because Elon Musk couldn't get any pussy in fucking high school? We're really going to fuck this whole thing up? Fucking guy. I mean, I don't know. It just boggles my fucking mind. I don't know. Well, we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays. Why would he be a Nazi? What does he feel he's not getting as a white man? I mean, it's like you're a fucking billion. You got more money than anybody. You're still upset? How do you have the bandwidth with the amount of fun? You're shooting rockets off and all of this stuff. You still have the bandwidth to fucking, to be not liking people because they don't look like you? Is that what it is? I mean, to be honest with you, nobody looks like Elon Musk. That's what scared me about that guy. You know what I mean? Hitler couldn't live up to his version of what the perfect human was. What do you blonde, blue-eyed, and all of those fucking Scandinavian people? And he was this ugly little fucking troll. That was one ugly son of a bitch, I will tell you that. Scowling. He definitely came with the grunge vibe before grunge music. Hitler definitely had Seattle energy. He was not a Sunset Strip guy. T-tops, doing some blow, walking, flying, driving down the street with some big-titted fucking blonde. That was not his vibe. Hitler's chicks had hairy legs. I'm going to say that's what it was. That's what he could get. He was a private. He was a private in the service. He was a private in the army. And I don't know. And we all paid the fucking price. So now here comes another one. Here comes another one. You know what? The greatest country and the freest country in the world needs fascism.
Springfield will have its first annual Do What You Feel festival this Saturday, whenever you feel like showing up. It'll be a welcome change from our annual Do As We Say festival, started by German settlers in 1946.
Unreal. Unfucking real. I hate that expression, come to Jesus moment. The fuck does that mean? All right? I'm running from that guy. All right? Not him personally. All right? I got no problem with that surfing looking guy. You know, he looks like he, goes out on a board out there in Malibu.
Oh my God, it's Jesus! He's walking on water!
Carves up the waves or whatever. I got no beef with him, but it's who he works for. I stay away from those guys. I cut out like the middle. Religion, it's like trying to give money to a charity. It's like trying to get the money to the actual people that use it once it goes through the fucking infrastructure is impossible. And that's what I find with, like, if you're going to try to have a relationship with the higher power, I don't get how you do that through organized fucking religion. Just inherently, it doesn't make any sense. I feel like your sense of a higher power and that there's something bigger than you is your own personal thing, and that somebody privatized it and turned it into a fucking business and then starts throwing down rules and scaring the shit out of you and telling you if you do this, you do that, all of this shit. They don't know. They have no fucking idea what they're talking about. And now it's a business and they're making all this money. You make money, you got boats. You got boats, you got money, you got whores. You got whores, you're out there fucking, fucking having a good time. You don't want it to end. So then, I don't know, it all fucking goes away. So I feel like that's my own business. And if all these different groups can make up their own bullshit or what the fuck they think's going to happen after you die, why can't I? How come I can't have my own bullshit? And I like my bullshit because it doesn't involve anybody else. I'm not putting it on anybody. There's no collection basket. There's no pedophiles. There's no getting in bed with the Nazis. And, oh, did we have some of your money? Sorry about that. There's none of that shit. None of that shit. There's no terrorists. There's no fucking 90 virgin. There's none of that shit. None of that shit.
Don't ask how come, why come the pastor have to have him a nice house? Why come pastor got to have a nice car? Don't ask. I said, don't ask. I said, don't ask. No questions.
None of that shit. I don't even know what it is. It's just it's your own fucking thing. You're on your own. Maybe that's what some people, I think they just like the group dynamic. Just to be part of something. I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but the Nazi party started with a bake sale and people just wanting to be part of a community. Who is Elon Musk dating? Can you imagine his chick when he just sees him go out there and then just watches him start Sieg Heiling? Like, oh my God, what is he doing? He's going to burn this whole thing down. I think he just lost his job. Oh, wait a minute. Nothing happened. I cannot believe nothing happened. Nothing happened. How do you explain that away?
Musk posted on X, frankly, they need better dirty tricks. The everyone is Hitler attack is so tired.
I saw some guy who was saying gesture truthism and trying to make it seem like people were saying that he wasn't Sieg Heiling. He goes, okay, what was he doing? What was he saying? And then my rockets are going to get launched and they go that way. Maybe it was. Maybe it was taken out of context. You know who would do the Sieg part of the Heil, but not the whole Sieg Heil, was that Celine Dion. It was like she was a Nazi that was stuttering. You know what I mean? She couldn't quite get through it. She would Sieg. She'd like punch herself in the cleavage. Hey, Elon Musk, if you don't mind, we'd like to enjoy our life. I don't think we need to reboot Adolf Hitler, you fucking lunatic. I'm sorry pretty girls don't like you until you have $1 billion. Dude, when he was Sieg Highland, that looked like one of those crazy Nick Cage movies. Like, you ever see that clip when Nick Cage went out and he was like throwing karate kicks? He was like promoting a movie and he just fucking went out. And I don't know what. He was probably towards the end. Some people don't know. You do those press junkets, you're going to get asked the same 30 questions like 30 million times. And after a while, you kind of fucking lose your mind. And that's what I love about that clip. I feel like Nick was at the end of his wits there. And he was just, yeah. Out there fucking throwing kicks. Yeah, I feel like maybe Elon, he has all this money and power and he thought it was going to fill that fucking void and it didn't. And rather than face it in a panic of the profound loneliness. Okay, and I'm coming from an empathetic place here because I experienced that when I took mushrooms. It's a profound sense of loneliness. And then you either face that and figure out where it is, or you just go full Nazi. And go. I feel he's more Mussolini. If I'm to look at his face, I feel he's more Mussolini than he is Hitler. I got to be honest with you. The fact that he did that and everyone isn't fucking outraged is just... is beyond me. Because I always felt like this country collectively all agreed that Hitler was not a good person, to put it mildly. And I also think that we all look at World War II as far as the sacrifices that were made and what was prevented was a good thing. I feel like that's the last war that we had where people weren't like, some people are like, well, Vietnam, they were stopping the spread of communism. And other people are like, no, that was just a fucking whatever, right? But World War II, I was always collectively like, yeah, those were bad people. They needed to be stopped. And the sacrifices that people made was not in vain. That was, without a doubt, a just operation. I thought that's where we all were. And the irony that this fucking asshole was able to make $1 billion in the nation that those kids saved in the 1940s would then turn around and fucking spoon with the person that was killing their fucking fellow soldiers. It's beyond me. It's just fucking beyond me. I don't know. You know what he reminds me of? Like back in the day, like when I was coming up, there was an entire generation of comedians that I was in that was enamored with Bill Hicks. And you'd see these Bill Hicks ripoffs, and they would go on stage and they would have like a leather jacket and they'd be smoking a cigarette talking about society, man. I feel like he's doing that. I think he's like a recovered nerd, and now he's trying to be like the bad boy. What was that Johnny Depp movie? It was a really good movie. All of it. I like all those movies, but like it was that one. What the fuck was it called? It was almost like a musical. He was like 1950s Crybaby or something like that. I feel like he's trying to be that character. He's trying to be like this bad boy. This bad boy that Kate Moss would date. And I just don't think it's going to happen no matter how much money he has. I think that realization hit him. And he didn't know how to handle it. And in a panic, he went full fucking Third Reich. He went Fourth Reich. He's trying to fucking... he's trying to keep it going. Sorry I'm laughing about this shit because I don't know what to do about it. It's fucking terrifying. It is absolutely fucking terrifying. Not that he did it, because there's idiots everywhere. It's that the lack of we need to stop this fucking immediately is beyond disturbing.
Oh, look. Someone hardly touched their pumpkin pie. Want to share it with me?
A partially eaten piece of pumpkin pie from a homeless shelter with Elon Musk? You bet I do!
Life's good, life's great, don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you're heading in the wrong direction, hit the brakes. Life's a long race, plus the finish line is death. And you can tell by someone's face when the life is full of stress. So forget about the past, never look back. Just take the time to give someone another chance. And if not, there's plenty fish in the sea. Life is not the same as you wish it to be. And to me, well, life's